Hey beauties, for today's video I partnered with Sigma Beauty to show you my fresh, hydrating, glowy skincare and makeup look. I'll be sharing with you some of my favorite Sigma brushes and show you why I love them so much. Today I wanted a makeup that I could wear anytime, that is super easy to do and that makes my skin look healthy, plumped, radiant and glam. So if you want to see how I created this glowy all year long summery vibe, keep watching. Starting off with skincare, the first product that I used is an Essentielle lotion, and this one is from Dior. It is enriched with rose water and I love its milky watery texture that hydrates the skin and leaves it feeling fresh and soft. Next, I used a nourishing oil base also from Dior and applied it all over my face and massaged it in. It added even more moisture and gave my skin an extra boost in hydration. My skin felt plumped and glowy already, and it gave me a really cute rose toned complexion. I usually like to use Dior Prestige Cream as a primer and moisturizer both. It gently corrects my skin and makes it very soft so that makeup sits on it beautifully. I like to massage it all over the face like this. It's a very silky, easy to apply cream and it makes a huge difference when I wear it under my makeup. It doesn't make my face look greasy, but instead gives it a glass skin finish, which I love, especially for this glowy look I'm going for. To hydrate my lips, I went with Tatcha and put a little bit of this lip gloss using my finger and let it sit until I got to apply my lipstick so my lips stayed soft and hydrated. Starting with skin, I used the Fresh Nude Serum concealers from the Body Shop in two different tones, a dark and a light one. Starting with the dark one, I applied it on the cheekbones and around the face to get a pretty contoured look and to bring out all the warm tones that are naturally in my skin. I applied very thin layers, buffing it in very gently. It was easy to apply concealer using the Sigma F64 contour brush. Then for foundation, I went with the Body Shop Fresh Nude Foundation in the shade Yucatán Honey 55. This foundation is very hydrating and allowed me to build the coverage that I needed as it is very lightweight. This shade matches my skin perfectly and looks very skin-like. I loved applying it using the Sigma Flat Kabuki brush F80 Air. I found that this brush worked perfectly to create this dewy, natural foundation coverage. I brightened my face using a lighter concealer with the F64 concealer brush from Sigma. This brush fits perfectly under the eye and I really like how the product sits beautifully underneath after using it. It's a very soft brush, especially for the under eye area, and I found it to be a versatile brush that can be used for many other stuff such as setting powder or even blending bronzer. And I know this might sound odd, but it works. To finish with the skin, I blended everything out with a damp Sigma Beauty Blender by lightly tapping it into the skin to really make the concealer sink even further. To prime my eyelids, I used the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Radiance that has a soft golden shimmer into it. Because this eye primer has a glow into it, the eyeshadow pops like crazy. I only applied it on half of my eyelid, from the inner corner of the eye to half of the lid. It can be worn alone, but I decided to add even more bright pigment. And with the Sigma E34 Dome brush, I applied the shade Bittersweet from the Warm Neutral palette by Sigma on top of the primer. This eyeshadow color is very shimmery with a buttery soft formula, and added on top of the primer, it makes the eyeshadow look gold metallic, and that's exactly how shiny and reflective I wanted the eyeshadow to be. It really brightened up the eyes, giving them a beautiful glow. With the Sigma E38 Diffuse Crease Brush, I applied the shade Toasty, which is a nude neutral matte color, and I worked on the crease to warm up the eyes and sort of shaping the outer corner wing. Without being too precise here, just pushing the color out on the sides and winging it up to lift the eyes. I also applied Toasty on my lower eyelid to warm up the eye. And of course, I applied Toasty on my eyelid to complete this eyeshadow look. Then moving on to my eyebrows, I use the Sigma Fill and Blend Brow Pencil in the shade Dark to brush my eyebrow up first and then fill up the sparse areas in between using short hair-like strokes until I got my ideal eyebrow shape. I really love this pencil because it has a really fine and dry point. Usually pencils have either weird point shapes or they're way too oily and it messes up with the shape of my eyebrows, and that's not cute. To finish up the eyebrows, I used the Sigma Tint and Tame Brow Gel to lock the brows into place. This clear gel gave my brows a very natural shape, which I liked a lot. I applied a nude shiny shade from the Sigma palette called Charmer and just diffused it into the brow bone to finish up the eyeshadow and make it look really glowy. I used the Sigma E38 diffused crease brush, and this brush was perfect as it didn't take that much color on, allowing me to apply the desired amount because this shade is glittery and I just needed a little bit of it to brighten up the area under the eyebrow. I applied liquid eyeliner here. Obviously, I did a liner that suits my eye shape, so feel free to apply it the way you like. Personally, I love the cat eyeliner a lot, so I went for the classic winged eyeliner and it gave this look a more glam vibe. But I believe it could also look as good with a brown powdery eyeliner for a more subtle effect, or without any eyeliner for a natural daytime summery look. For mascara, I use the Kosas. I don't know how to say it. I think it's right, but it's the Big Clean Mascara Pillow Talk. I never tried it before and wanted to see how I'd feel about it. Personally, it's okay for me because the brush is curved and it's not really practical to use. It's funny, like I felt like I had to hold it with different hand and I just couldn't do that. I also think its formula is very creamy and there was way too much product on the brush for my liking, but I made it work. Anyways, I felt like putting some lashes. These ones are from Adele. I cut them in half and added them on the outer corner only because it's really cute. For blush, I went with the Sigma Blush Cheek Palette in the color Spiced. It's a shimmery copper blush and I applied it high into the cheeks, a little bit like a bronzer contour, and I did that with the F53 Air Contour Blush brush from Sigma because I wanted to spread that shade throughout the cheeks and across the nose to look healthy and happy. For highlighter, I took the Sigma Sculpt Highlight Plus Contour Palette in the shades 24K and Shine On. I mixed a bit of both colors and placed them high up on the cheekbones. It created such a pretty glow, and I did that with a highlighter brush to spread the glow throughout the face. For contouring the nose, I went again with the Sigma Sculpt Highlight Plus Contour Palette and used the color Throw Shade with a large blend brush from Sigma. I tried to go with a smaller brush earlier, you saw me, but I guess I prefer this one as it helps me contour better and faster. Using the blending brush E36, I highlighted the nose bridge, the tip of my nose, the cupid bow on my lips, as well as the inner corner of my eyes, using the shade Shine On to add more shine to the higher points of my face. This brush worked perfectly for applying the highlighter. And with the F35 highlighter brush, I went over the cheekbones again with the shade Shine On, only to intensify the glow because it's a very bright and very light shimmery color. Back with the blush, I applied the shade Cor de Rosa on the apple of the cheeks this time, just to get a rosy, sun-kissed look. And for lips, I used the NARS lip liner in the shade Vance. It's a very pretty color that goes really well underneath the Sigma lipstick in the shade Déjà Vu. This pencil is very soft and I really like it a lot. Don't know if you ever tried a lip pencil that was so dry that it almost cut your lips. Yeah, that happened to me. I really liked applying the Sigma lipstick in the shade Déjà Vu. It has a velvety texture and I love that it's matte finish without feeling dry on the lips. Here I applied the Sigma lip gloss in the color Lilac Wine. This color is amazing, it made my lips shine perfectly, adding to that glowy, dewy and wet look effect. And after applying this lip gloss, I didn't want to drink for the next 5 hours because I didn't want to mess up with my lips. This color is so pretty. And then I used a setting powder from Laura Mercier, the translucent loose setting powder in the shade Medium Deep, and I applied it by pressing it into the skin to sink everything in and to set the makeup perfectly. I never tried this powder before and it's hands down the best one I've used so far. This powder set my face so well, I never had to worry about my makeup getting oily, even on a very hot summer day. I finished this look by putting some mascara on the lower lashes at the very end to open my eyes. Et voila! My fresh glowy look is done. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my first video in English. Did you guys pick up the French accent? Oui? Non? Je ne sais pas? Anyways, I'll make more videos. I really enjoyed using Sigma brushes and palettes. I think they are awesome. I'll see you beauties very soon. Hugs and kisses.